Welcome to class, everybody. So good to see you. So this morning we'll do a little bit more core work, but the difference from the class on Tuesday, it's already Thursday, my goodness. The difference from Tuesday's class is I'm going to try to do a little bit more core, meaning working stability. So the last class we did really targeted, like some planks and forearm planks inside. I think we'll still do some forearm plank. We did lots of flow, go, go, go. This time I'm going to work on, this will be flow, but working on stability and strength, so lunging up and down. Just different little things, and so you can see how your core engagement works then in your everyday life, works to stabilize you. So works in balance poses, works in bending over. Okay, so I'm hoping we can turn this into being very functional so you can see how things work for you in your everyday life, okay? Really important. All right, wonderful big screen, folks. Okay, just gonna fix the setting here. So what we're gonna do is roll down on our back, okay, as I fix this, and just slowly. And we're gonna do our warm up on our back, and then we're gonna come up from there, do our chant, and move on to all fours, okay? So if you haven't already, you've rolled down slowly, take the knees into the body. We're going to make big knee circles. So bring them in and apart, away and together. Okay, I want you to find the breath that works for you. So it could be that when you're inhaling, the knees are in, or when you're inhaling, the knees are out. It doesn't matter. It's taught both ways. There's different benefits to both ways, but both ways benefit you in the morning, benefit your digestion, benefit your hips, benefit your spine. What I want you to do, though, is be really mindful of your breath. So that in yoga, actually, and Pauline, thank you for your email reminding me of this, the breath is everything. It's kind of a given, but your breath is everything. So your breath happens and then the movement happens. So I inhale, for example, and my knees come away. I exhale, my knees are coming in. So it's like you're a millisecond before the movement is the breath. The breath initiates the movement. Even if you don't 100% get it and connect with it, I want you to have that idea in your mind and see if you can move into it. So switch directions. Keep whatever breath cycle you were doing the same. Notice how the breathing enhances, if not initiates, your movement. Feel yourself rocking on your tailbones. There's a nice massage of your lower back. Go a little faster if you want. Make sure these circles are really big. Nice. One more time. And then we're just going to keep the knees together into the body. Hands are on top of your knees, okay, just at your shins. And then we're going to pull the thighs into the body and take an inhale so your abdominals expand. Exhale, rock away, pull your abdominals in. It's just subtle. Inhale. Warming up digestive process. Exhale. Warming up your lower back again. Inhale. Lorene, I know you asked about other poses for the low back. Okay, this is just so simple. It's good for your digestion and your lower back. And you don't have to do it sitting up and putting any load on your back. Okay, and then half happy baby. So we're putting the left foot down on the mat, the left knee's still bent, grabbing the outside edge of your right foot, the right sole is to the ceiling. Everybody hang out here for a breath. Big inhale. Exhale, give a little pull on your foot, just like 50%, and just organically let your knee come down. So on the outside of your body, outside, aiming to the outside of the mat, exhale. Inhale, take a pause, even push the foot a little bit into your knee, into your hand. Exhale, let the knee drop down a little more. Just let the movement of the knee flow with your breath. Inhale, there's a little push of the foot into the hand, a little resistance. Exhale, let the knee just fall to the outside. Open up your hip joint, good for your hamstring as well. One more time. You can straighten your left leg, sorry if you haven't already done that. If your leg's hovering off the mat when you do that, I would suggest keep it bent for now. Exhale, let the knee fall open. We're going to switch to pigeon on this side, supine pigeon. So the left knee goes back to bending, ankle goes on the left thigh up by your knee. Take your right hand and nudge your right knee away from you. Flex both feet. So you can come in and hold your hamstring. You can have just left hand wrapped on the outside of your leg. You can have right hand on your knee if you want. Draw your shin into your body without lifting your chin so the chin stays tucked in. Inhale. Hold it here on an exhale. Hold it here on an inhale. Exhale, draw it in a little more. Okay, you're going to feel tight. We just woke up, right? Inhale. The whole time the knee is nudging away a little. Exhale. Maybe you come in a little more. One more. Exhale. And now this time we're going to do two more with big movement. Okay, so inhale, come away. Exhale, gently come in. Breathe through the whole cycle of coming in. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, rock away gently. Exhale, bring it in. Switch sides to half happy baby. Right foot on the mat. Grab the outside edge of your left foot. Keep your right knee bent to start. Sole to the ceiling. Bend your elbow to the outside. Exhale, knee comes down. And now we're just organically flowing here. Inhale, you push the foot a little bit into the hand to resist. You can straighten your right leg if you want. Exhale, knee comes down. Just let it flow. Right? No pushing, no pulling, no strain. Inhale, a little resistance. Knee starts to, foot moves up just a little. Exhale, just release any resistance, surrender it, and let the knee come down. Straight leg, your straight right leg, can flex that foot. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, let's go right into pigeon on this side, and let's do it with some flow like we were just doing. So foot is flexed. Tighter side maybe, right? You'll feel that. Ooh, hard to get the knee nudged away. You're going to take a hold of your hamstring somehow so you can assist the coming in. Inhale, hold here. Exhale, let the shin and shin flow in towards the body a little. Inhale, let it rock away slightly. Exhale, bring it in, and try to exhale. As you're exhaling, try to continue the movement of the pulling in, and it may be a micro movement going so slowly, but movement and breath coordinated. Inhale, rock the shin away. One more time, exhale. So the whole time you're exhaling, the leg is moving to come in a little. Hold it here in as close as you can for a full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Well done, everybody. Both feet on the mat. Windshield wiper pose before we come to seated. So you want your feet as wide as the mat. And the knees just go side to side. So there's just your shins are windshield wipers going side to side. So you can have your windshield wipers going super slow if you want and take some time over on one side. Or you can just have them going whoop, 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 back and forth. Okay? See what feels good for you. One more time. So get over enough. So when you twist over to the side, so I'm twisting over to my right side, I can feel my left side, the oblique, where we worked on Tuesday. Okay, so you want to twist enough so you can feel the movement into the oblique muscles on the side opposite that you're twisting to. Okay, one more time. With the breath, exhale as you go over. In general, when you exhale, you twist. Like twists happen on the exhale. Okay? And we're going to rock and roll up to seated. So you have two options. You can roll to your right side like Baby Krishna, prop yourself to seated, or you can hold the hamstrings, rock and roll about 3 times, and you end up in seated position. Whichever you feel is calling you this morning. Okay? And then once we're in seated, we'll just take 2-3 deep breaths. And good morning. Hands on the knees, sitting up tall, belly, ribs, chest. Inhale and exhale. Shoulders soften as you exhale, but spine stays tall. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, three-part yoga breath, right? Find the full capacity of your lungs before we start. Even if it's like, I don't know if I am finding the full capacity of my lungs, it's the intention to do so, okay? And the attention to it. One more. Beautiful. Hands come to heart center. Coming to Om together with a smile, everybody. Inhale. Opening your eyes to virtually greet each other. Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Brilliant. Welcome to class, everybody. Again, we're going to roll onto all fours. You're going to do balancing table and tiger pose. So set yourself up into your table pose. Awareness to the core girdle, right? So lower abdominals, obliques on the side, low back. All nice and strong and firm, however that feels for you. Push into your hands so you're not sinking between your shoulder blades. And then right arm is going to come forward. As you lift your left leg, squeeze the left glute and hold for 5. So in this pose, you're breathing, but your lower abdominals aren't going to do most of the movement. The movement, we want to try to move into the ribs and the space between the shoulder blades. The very lowest part of your abdominal core, your pelvic floor lifting, that low part of your abdominals is very strong here, not moving at all. Left glute squeezing, okay? Okay, extending, think extension. Push through the heel, pull through your fingertips, reach through the crown. One more breath. Find stability. Hand comes down, knee comes down. Inhale, ready? So no sinking. You want to get strong in your core here. Strong in your table. Lift up. As the leg lifts, you squeeze the glute. Extend. If you're unsure if the lower abdominals are actually holding tight, all you do, take your hand, move it down to the very lowest part of your abdominals. Above that can move when you want your ribs to move, but down low, that's strong. Okay, and again, I'm not sure if that's happening, that's okay. It's the attention, the knowing that that's where you want to hold tight. It's pelvic floor. It's all kind of like a Kegel. One more breath. Exhale, come down, other side, inhale, lift. Tiger, so this is rounding the back like cat, bringing elbow and knee in. Exhale, chin comes in as well. Inhale, extend back up. And you're lifting your heart, lifting the arm, lifting the leg, lifting the eyes. Exhale, come back in, round really tightly. Now use your core to squeeze in. Inhale, core meaning abdominals in this case. And your hips, right? Hip flexor is working for you here. Exhale. Inhale, lift, glute squeezes to lift the leg. Exhale, inhale, squeeze it in, exhale, round. Finding stability in the movement, amazing use of your core muscles, the whole core girdle. Exhale. Last time, inhale, lift up, hand comes down, exhale. Also getting mobility in the shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, roll in, big deep arch to the back, squeeze in through the core, the abdominals, hip flexor, inhale, reach, squeeze your glute, exhale, inhale, look up, exhale, squeeze, really target it, inhale, last time, exhale, inhale. Brilliant, everybody. Exhale, hand comes down, puppy pose. Walk the hands forward as wide as your mat. Wiggle your tail back. You can walk your knees apart as well. Exhale, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Chest comes down to the mat. Forehead or chin down to the mat. Working on opening the shoulders. If this is too intense, okay, I know some folks have a little bit of shoulder stuff going on. You're just going to sit back in a child, right? You can even in child have your hands to your sides. Okay? Puppy or child. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Wonderful. Down dog with bent knees. Inhale, come up. Follow your breath. If you want to make sure you're aligned properly in down dog, start in a plank. Why not always start in a plank, right? It's always a good time for a plank. And then your bum comes up to the ceiling or up on your toes, okay? Now you hinge back, head between shoulders like you just had it in puppy. Bend your knees. Here you are in down dog. You may feel you have to walk your feet forward just a touch. That's okay. But plank to down dog, that's essentially your angle you end up in. Bend and straighten off opposite knees, alternate knees. Sway your hips out to the side. Pick your toes up off the mat. Got a couple people who are wanting to warm up their feet a little more. We're going to do that targeted feet, ankles, shins, calves, back of the legs tomorrow. This morning you can think of when your heel comes down, your toes come off the mat. Warm up your toes. And you can even lift your arch up a little bit. Roll a bit on the outside of your foot when the heel comes down. One more time. Nice. And then both knees are bent. If you can straighten the legs here, both heels to the mat. Exhale. We're going to come forward then to plank. Going to lower down with strength, either on your knees or from full plank. Try to stay strong as long as you can without plopping down. Hands under shoulders, everybody. Exhale. Okay, we're going to do cobra a couple times. So your feet are flat. Your thumbs are right beside your chest. Okay, and watch your elbows. They don't wing out to the side. They pull in. And now take your shoulder blades and pull them down your back. Look down. Press into the tops of the feet. Squeeze your bum just a little. Inhale. Think of pulling yourself forward. So my hands are gripping on the mat and they're trying to pull back. I'm trying to pull myself forward as the shoulder blades come back. Fingertips grip. Inhale, lift. Look slightly forward. I'm going to look at you all. Yeah. Exhale, come back down. Keep your feet connected to the mat. Okay, so it's now when we come back up, fingertips grip. It's like you're pulling yourself forward on the mat. You can slide along the mat. You don't, but that's the effort to pull your elbows back, your shoulder blades back, your chest up, warming up the back. Exhale, come down. Keep pushing your feet into the mat. One more time. Inhale, shoulders back, chest lifts, lift up. Awesome. Exhale, come back down. Plank pose, roll your toes under, come to knees or straight up. Inhale. Down dog, exhale, wiggle the feet, wiggle the hips. Nice. Look forward, step between the hands. Hands move to shins, feet together. Inhale, chest up. Exhale to forward fold, dive it down. Shake your head out. Roll up. Inhale. I'm going to turn to face you. We're going to come right up to half moon. So the hands come up overhead. Step the feet slightly apart. Interlace fingers will give you an option here. We're going to go over to the left. So you're opening up the right side of the body. Option, drop the left arm down. Open up here at this area of your core. Your quadratus lumborum, your obliques, okay? And the ribs. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, come over. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale, lifts up a little. Exhale, sink into it. Push into your feet, even your arches. Inhale, lift. Maybe it's both hands. Exhale the other way, right? So you can have just your left hand up, or you can have both hands connected, a little more challenging. Okay, the shoulder's a little compromised, the hand goes down. Now inhale, fill up. Exhale, arch over. You're arching over by pushing your hip out. Okay, inhale. See my whole body swaying to the side. I'm creating a C shape. One more breath. Inhale, come up, both hands. Hands to heart center, feet step together. Chair pose, hands to thighs. I'll go sideways so you can see the angle. Right, sit your hips down. So it's not, and watch your knees, they come behind your toes. Arms forward or above your head. Now squeeze your hips really tightly. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Build some more heat. Now those lowest abdominals here, right down low. This is a scoop up at a strength, right down here. Not your upper abdominals here, but your belly button is below, 2 finger widths below your belly button, strong. Okay, now we're going to inhale, reach the hands. Exhale, make a fist, thumbs go inside. Draw your elbows in. Inhale, extend fingers. Exhale, bring it in. Try to bring your belly button in as you exhale. Expand your belly as you inhale. Keep sitting low. Inhale. Exhale. Make some noise with your breath. Try to relax your jaw. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! Stand tall. Exhale, arms go down. Woo! Close your eyes. Inhale, take it slowly. Arms come up. Eyes stay closed. Palms face out. Exhale. Hands come down. One more time, palms face out. Inhale, collect your energy up. Reach overhead. Palms face out. Exhale. Beautiful, eyes open. Hands to heart center, facing the front edge of your mat if you're not already. Woo, we're gonna bring hands to the hips and take a step back with our left foot into lunge. Take a long step back. We're gonna hold it in lunge. Okay, now walk your front foot over a little bit so your feet are on train tracks, not on a tightrope, okay? Warming up so Lisa was interested in feet. This is great for your back foot, your toes, your mobility, you're opening up the fascia in the back foot. Okay, we're gonna bend the back knee down 90 degrees. Keep the front knee over your ankle, watch that. Straighten both legs all the way back up. Inhale. Exhale, so you're straight up and down with your body. Inhale. Core girdle working. Lower abdominals from the base pulled up. Squeeze your butt cheeks as you lift. Hands to heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Not getting down low enough? Come back a little more with your foot. You can play around with the angles here. You want to get a bend with your back knee. Okay, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. Balancing. Hold it down. Hands come behind you. Straighten your back leg. Lean forward. Look at your second toe. Back leg is straight. Fingers point back. Push your heel back. Chest hovering off your thigh. Open your front toes. Lower abdominals strong. 3, 2, squeeze your glutes. 1. Hands come to the mat. Step back to plank. So option, everybody. Down dog. Woo. Stay here. Or roll forward. Plank. Chaturanga. Knees could be down there. Cobra or up dog. Flow back to down dog. So that's an option. You can put in that little flow, or you can hold in down dog. You can hold in a child here if you want. Take one breath, stretch it all out. Look forward. Feet come between hands. So it's a walk, it's a step, it's a jump. Feet together. Ready? Hands to shins, chest up. Exhale to forward fold. Now you don't have to tuck your chin in fully. You can be looking a little bit forward if that's better if you get a little bit dizzy. Inhale, roll up. Look up. Hands to heart. We're going to rock and roll right to the other side. Right foot steps back. feet are like they're on train tracks. Get back far. So you feel a stretch on your hip flexor, okay? Now you gotta move this back leg. So if I go back way, way, way too far, I don't get much of a bend in my back knee. So if you move it a little bit forward, notice that there's more mobility, right? So just practice where you need to be. You get your up and down, then hands to heart. Inhale, both legs straighten, arms come up. Hands to heart, exhale. Your tailbone's tucking as you're coming down. Inhale, straighten, lift up. Exhale, hands to heart, come straight down. A little bit of weight on that back foot. Squeeze your glutes to lift, both legs straighten. Exhale, lower abdominals. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull in. Super powerful pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Hold it down if you want. Wiggle your back leg back a little bit more. Get low. Little tailbone tilt. Arms up. 1. Look up. 2. 3. Hands come down. Ooh, nice work. Down dog, everybody. Options, stay in a down dog or a child, extended child. Or add on and roll forward. Lower down. Lift up. Float back. We all meet in down dog. Exhale. Woo. Wiggle your feet out. Shake your toes around. Wiggle your toes around. Okay, that was a lot of work on the toes. Exhale. Now come up on your toes or lift your heels if you want to say it that way. Bend your knees. Step or jump forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. You don't have to chuck your chin. Okay, if you get nauseous, keep your head lifted a little. Inhale now with a flat back and come up. Inhale. Hands overhead. Exhale. Triangle pose. Open to the long edge of your mat. Feet go wide. Arms go up. Ankles under wrists. Okay, we're just going to keep flowing. Hands to hips. Turn your right foot out. Woo, pretty wide stance. Okay, if it feels like, oh, you're real tight here and this is just too wide, of course, take a shorter stance. That's fine. Back foot angles forward slightly. Arms go up. So I want you to do a little bit of movement before we go into triangle. Feel you can get your pelvis moving. A little bit of wiggling. And we're going to reach. So as you're reaching forward, it's not just the torso, it's the pelvis moves. You get into the core. Reach. Pelvis moves. Holy smokes, tight hamstrings, yeah? Woo! Top hand around the back. Bottom hand just drops down. If you have a yoga block near you, you like to use it, put your hand on it. But to use, if you want to activate your core a little bit more, your bottom hand is not resting on your shin. It's pushed on the inside and the palm is out. You're using this core girdle to stabilize you here. Option, either hand is wrapped around your back or it's to the ceiling where you engage core a little further. You reach the hand forward. Your head is up, ear to arm. Bigger option, bottom hand comes up. We try not to turn forward. Okay, keep your chest lifted. Every pose, this is a given. If there's pain in the neck, the shoulder, any of the joints, come out of this, make it gentler. Okay, those are your options. 5, 4, you can have a slight bend in your front knee. 3, make sure your head's lifted, everybody. Eyes can look to the hands. 2, 1, inhale, lift it. Feet go wide. So if you brought your feet in a little bit for your triangle, go wide again. Hands behind shoulders, toes point directly forward. Forward fold with hands interlaced behind your back. Push your bum back so your knees go behind your ankles and you feel like you're going to fall backwards. Anchor your toes, slight bend in the knees, forward fold, exhale. Tuck the chin, let the arms come overhead. Wiggle. Now, great use of your strap. The hands don't quite interlace. You've got your strap, using that. Drop it down. And again, you could take 2-3 breaths here, 2 intense with the head drop down, And the arms overhead, your hands are on the ground and your back is flat, okay? You're still working your hamstrings. You gotta push your bum back, everybody, as your torso comes forward. Slight bend in the knees. Okay, arms are overhead, your head is dangled, and the arms are right over. One more breath. If your hands are overhead, your hands are now coming to the low back. Hands to the mat, everybody. Push into your hands and lift your chest halfway. Again, feel the weight back on your heels. Like if you weren't kind of gripping onto the ground, you'd fall backwards. Ground your big toes, walk your hands forward now. Tent your fingers. Slight bend in the knees, and you keep reaching your tailbone back. Look forward for 3, 2, 1. Hands walk under your shoulders. Lift the chest to halfway. Hands come to hips. Inhale, come up. Let's bring the feet in slightly. And then left foot turns out for triangle. Front heel, back heel line up. Front foot turns forward slightly. Arms up and get that little wiggle. Okay, so we should, with doing that forward fold, have loosened up a little bit more where some of the big muscles originate here. Okay, so we've got a little more range of motion maybe on this side. Okay, now you're tilting the tailbone, the pelvis. As you come forward, hand comes down. Top hand starts wrapped around your back. Lower abdominals come in. Okay, bottom hand presses inside of the shin. Option arm up or reaching forward. Option bottom hand up. I'm just going to move back on the mat so I don't leave the screen. Okay. Now don't roll forward. Okay, lift. Use our oblique muscles. Pull in lower abdominal muscles. 5, 4, tailbone keeps pushing back. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come up. Woo, hands to hips. Wiggle the toes in. Face the short end of your mat. Very nice. Chair twist. Sitting down, I'll face you. Sitting down into chair. So a couple ways to approach it. Hands to the outside of the thigh. Twisting. That's step 1. Okay, or that's an option. It's a variation. Variation 2, go down lower. Take your elbow. Left elbow, everybody. Bring it across. Notice my knees didn't move and I didn't tilt my hips. I'm moving through the core, moving through the torso, the ribs. Stack your hands in prayer and look up. Variation 3, bottom hand down, top hand up. You just choose what's right for you. 5, 4. Now twist through your ribs, freedom through the torso. If you can get your hand down but it's too intense on the top shoulder, put your top hand around your back. 2, 1. Hands to the mat, inhale halfway up or hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Roll up, inhale. Hands to thighs. Drop into chair, exhale. Find your variation. Hands to outside, elbow over. If elbow's over, you're sitting lower. Or open your arms. Ready, breathe. 5, just going to check where you're at. 4, keep sitting low. Come on, Lisa B, I can see you. Yeah. Now, everybody, your hand, right? So extend through your wrist. Straight arm, straight wrist. Fingers to the ceiling, Lisa. Fingers to the ceiling. Fingers to the ceiling. Yeah. Hey, fingers, I can see you, Mary Pat. There's your hand. Exhale, forward fold. There we go. Woo-hoo. Nice. Inhale halfway, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Roll up, inhale. Well done, everybody. I can see in the video these little half people. Maybe your hands, maybe your bum, right? Looking good, everybody. So we're coming into balance. You may need to use a prop on the ground. It could be anything. It could be a stack of books. You could go get, I've got a mug. You could use a mug. I've got a candle, okay? We're going to start in Warrior 3, and then we're going to go to Half Moon. Half Moon's opening to the side like we just did in Triangle. Hands to your hips, hands to your heart. We're going to start standing on our left foot. I'll show you sideways what it'll look like. Step back with your right foot. Remember how we did in Tiger when we lifted our balancing table? When you lift this back leg, you're going to squeeze your glute. Front knee bends. Come forward, back is flat. Arms come out like airplane wings to balance. And just squeeze your left glute, your right glute to lift the leg. Now, I want you to feel your lower back. Your back is flat. So the hip didn't lift up to lift the leg. That's why you need to keep your left knee bent. Standing leg bent. Breathe. Okay, lower abdominal strong. Whole core girdle is engaged. Maybe arms are forward. Breathing, smiling. Now, I'm gonna take my prop. Hold it there. We're gonna revolve. Left hand down, right arm up. Lifted leg, foot's flexed. Now your bottom hand can be on something. So it's stacked up and the ground is not as far away. Stack your arms. So see my top hand? I'm not like loosey-goosey wrist. My arm continues right through my wrist, right into my fingers. So my fingers are stretched up to the ceiling. Extended. The leg is lifted, the foot's flexed. Want to challenge yourself more? Look up. 3, 2, 1. Now hand comes down, look down, foot goes down to meet it. Woo! Hands to thighs. Roll, come on up, flat back. Take your time, take your time, take your time. Shoulders back, exhale. Okay, steady yourself, steady your eyes. Step back with your left foot, balancing on your right leg. Important to bend the right knee to start. This is going to allow you to hinge forward. Hands to hip bones. Take your hinge forward so your back is flat. Nice bend on your standing leg. Glutes engaged. Lift your left glute to lift the left leg. Notice your left hip stay level with the right. Hands can stay here or come out to fly out. Breathe. Deep breathing. Try to smile. Extend. Push your heel back. You want to flex your foot. Reach through your fingers. Half moon. All right, so this time I'll use my prop. Hand goes down to the ground or your prop. Now you lift up. Lift the leg. Sorry, I can't see the camera. You're going to lift your leg up high. Look to the side if you can. Maybe look up. Maybe straighten the standing leg. For 3, 2, 1. Hand comes down, foot comes down. Nice. We're going to come up on the toes, sit back on the heels. Balance again. Hands come to heart center, lift up. Nice, hands come down to the mat. Move my prop away. Step back. I'm going to turn the other way to face you. Face the screen here. Okay, you're in plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees come down, forearms come down. Okay, forearm plank. Your forearms are shoulder width apart, elbows right under shoulders, hands facing forward, palms spread. Okay? If your shoulders are really tight, your hands will come in closer together. Knees come off the mat, too intense, knees stay down. And I want you to feel like you can pull your elbows together. You're not moving, but there's an energy there when you do that. Feet together, everybody. Now feel like you can pull your elbows down towards your feet and your feet up to your elbows. No bum in the air. Now look slightly forward so we're not praying. We're not praying for this to end. A little bit forward, a little bit length in the spine. Breathing strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then knees come down. Let's come up on the hands. Toes are under, hips to heels. Take a big breath. Exhale, stretch it back. Big exhale. We're going to do that 2 more times. 5 counts, 2 more times. Inhale, roll forward. Forearms come down, make sure they're lined up, shoulder width apart. Okay, your knees are way back there, almost flattened out. Toes are under, pick the knees up, your legs are together. Try to pull your elbows together and try to pull your elbows down to your feet. 5, squeeze your inner thighs, fingertips are gripping. 4, bring in the lower core, engage your back, that's strong. 2, 1, knees down, come up on your hands, hips to heels, stretch it out, tuck your chin in, exhale. Roll back forward, one more time, forearms down, and if you're holding it for 3 instead of 5, that's great. Right? If you're already in it right now and you end up holding for 10, that's cool. Right? Knees are up, pull your elbows together, pull your elbows down to your feet, your bum is in line with your shoulders. 5, 4, 3, looking slightly forward, don't tuck your chin. 2, 1, come to the knees, come up on the hands, last time, hips to heels. Whoo, exhale. Well done, rolling up, inhale. We're going to take the knees forward, cross the ankles or feet to the side, come to seated. Exhale, nice. Into twist, left leg out, right leg on top. Bending the bottom knee under if you want. You can keep the bottom leg straight. Keep the bottom leg straight if you bend it under and you're all here all uneven. Okay, you want to keep the bottom leg straight. Sit on your blanket if you want to. Okay, that's going to help you if you have tight hips. Left hand behind you. Sorry, right hand behind you. Left hand grabs the knees. Pardon me, stay aiming forward for a sec. Inhale. Then as you're hugging the knee, twist from your waist, not from the shoulders and chest. Initiate from the waist. Exhale. End of the exhale, pause. Exhale, twist. From the core, right? From the ribs. The chest will come along for the ride. The head will come along for the ride. Push into your right big toe. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, twist. Ring it out. Tone your abdominals, your organs, your muscles. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Chin parallel to the mat. Come forward, inhale. We're going to hold it forward. 2 options. If your leg is out straight, your shin is here lined up, shin parallel to the front, both feet flexed. If your leg was over top, just pull your knee over, feet out to the side, Gomukhasana legs, everybody forward fold. Exhale. So if your leg is straight and you have your shin out, you can be cradling your knee. You can let your knee kind of float there. You can have your hands down on the mat. You can be reaching, you can use your strap and reach for your foot, okay? Can be here, can be here. Let's find just a few more breaths, everybody. Just let it all go. So lots of energy for our hips this morning. That part of our core. It's released through hamstring, through hips. Nice, and then walk it up. Inhale. Both legs straighten out, everybody. Flex your, or wiggle your legs. Top leg, left leg comes on top. Option, bottom leg bends under. Don't sit on your heel. Okay, both butt cheeks on the ground. Hug your knee with your right arm. Left hand behind you for support, sit up tall. Exhale, belly button in, twist. So as you're hugging the knee, you're also twisting. It's helping you twist. Inhale. You can feel your abdomen moving on your thigh. It's great for your digestion. This is descending colon, right? Woo, warm that up in the morning. Exhale. Inhale, you pause and get tall. Exhale, revolve through the ribs, then up through the chest, then finally look back. Big toe pushes down. Inhale. Exhale. Come forward, inhale. Pull your foot over if your knees are bent, feet are flexed, your bottom leg straight, your ankles up on your shin, up on your thigh, cradling the knee. Everybody forward fold. Exhale. Okay. So if your knee is way up to the ceiling, make sure you're just cradling it, and it's the chest coming down to the chin. It's not the head coming down to the shin. It's just leaning forward, everybody, leading with the chest. Okay, and there may be very little movement. That's okay. Make sure you're sitting up on your blanket if the hips are tight. Okay. Yeah, that's at least so you got it. Flex your foot, cradle your knee. Yeah, just lean forward from your hips, hinge. Last breath. Inhale, come up. Both legs out straight. Oh, thank you legs, thank you hips. Doing a good job for us. Okay, and then we're gonna lie down on the mat. So we're gonna do it coming into a boat, and there's lots of boat variations. So you're gonna aim towards the short edge of your mat. You wanna be, make sure you've got enough space so when you lie down, your head's on the mat, right? And first of all, what we're gonna do, actually, I changed my mind. You can stay seated the way you are. Instead, bring your feet down into easy pose, okay? And then, see if you can sit a little more cross-legged. I don't know, maybe you can, maybe you can't. Okay, so we're just gonna cross our legs over now. So we can aim the knees to the ceiling. This is where we're going. See, my ankles are crossed, knees are aiming to the ceiling, hug your shins and become a little ball. Okay, use your core to hold you here. So you're gonna release the shins and you don't wanna bounce away. Okay, release the shins. Use your core muscles to hold yourself here. Take your hands, put them on the ground by your body, and roll yourself into a little ball. Knees to the ceiling, edges of the feet push on the mat, your hands here. Okay, roll into a ball. Get your upper body down. Look slightly forward, not right down, but look slightly forward. Now, we're gonna attempt to lift our bum up. So you're gonna push into the feet, you're gonna push into the hands, you can be on the fingertips, and use your core, and you're gonna lift your bum. Roll forward a little bit. Don't try to roll back, roll forward. Push into your feet, pull into your core, lift your bum, lift your bum, lift your bum. Sit it back down, rock back, lift your feet. Rock back and lift your feet, just like that. Tuck your feet in real tight, just like you were gonna roll forward, okay? Tuck your feet in really tight, get super close to your body. Look forward, push into your hands, now roll, lift up, roll forward like you're gonna push yourself onto your shins. Lift your bum high. 5, 4, look forward, don't tuck your chin in, look forward. 3, tuck your chin in, you're gonna fall down on your head. 2, 1, sit back down, feet rock back. Woo. One more time, tuck your feet under. Pull your knees together, pull your body in towards your thighs. Hands on the mat. Now start to roll forward like you're gonna just roll right onto your shins. Pick your bum up, squeeze. 5, 4, even if your bum hardly goes up, use your core, push into your hands to feel like that lift could happen. Okay, 2, 1, exhale. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we're gonna roll down, okay? No boat, we just did a boat-ish thing, right? So we're gonna roll down. Knees come into the body. Draw the knees in and apart. Whew. Inhale, away and together. Exhale, in. Inhale. So those little lifts we just did, I think we could practice those every single day. What they do is they start to get your body aware of where your lifting happens from. It happens from deep inside your core muscles, okay? A lot of times we're using the external muscles, we're overusing hip flexors. We want to learn to lift and move from the deep inside, and that's the hope of that pose. It starts to move you there. So let's bring knees together. Inhale away and apart. Exhale in and together. Inhale away and apart. In and then in and together. One more time. Nice. Okay. Hands to hamstrings. Rock up. Incline plank or incline table. Okay, if this is too intense on the shoulders, bridge pose. Okay, so incline plank. Big stretch out for the front body. Toes are pointed. You internally rotate your thighs a bit so they roll in. You aim your toes to the ground. Lean back, elbows point back, core pulls in. Okay, so you lift up, hands under shoulders, lift your bum, toes go to the mat, chin in or head back. Too intense, knees bend. Feet right underneath your hip, your knees. Again, chin in or head back. Everybody lift. Open the chest. Stretch open the front of the body. If you're in bridge, hold that up. If you can interlace hands underneath your body and bridge, go there. 3. Holy shoulders, right? Holy upper body. Open up the front body. 2, 1. Let's roll it down, everyone. Woo! Well done. Legs out. Roll down. We're going to come into twist. Knee into the body. Right knee. Roll it around a bit. And then we're just going to place the right foot on the right thigh, just above the knee. Stretch your right arm out. Exhale, simple twist. Look over to your right. One more breath. Come on up, inhale, and then hands to your shin. Flex your feet, bring your head to your knee, exhale. Switch sides. Straighten your right leg. Your left knee in, place your left foot on your thigh, down low, like down near your knee, okay? Left arm goes out like a nice little wing, and then right hand assists your twist. Look over to the left. You want to have your foot sliding down your thigh, okay, so that you get space in your left waist to move. If your knee is tucked up too high, you're jamming up that hip joint, and there's nowhere for you to rotate from. Okay, so you need an opening there. One more breath. Head center, inhale, come up. Take the knees back into the body, give yourself a squeeze. So let's hug knees in really tight and give a big inhale. Exhale, release and just release the tightness, let the thighs come away a little. Squeeze it in, inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. Feet down to the mat, exhale. So corpse pose or shavasana pose. Okay. Legs are straight, feet apart. Hands by your sides. Palms are up. So the breath becomes much lighter now. We're still going to have awareness to the breath as our anchor. Okay, we're going to continue with it's a Buddhist tradition of meditation or breath practice where you just name what you're doing. So as you settle in, the mantra is, I feel myself inhale as you inhale. As you exhale, you repeat to yourself, I feel myself exhale. I feel myself inhale. I feel myself exhale. Allow your shoulders to relax. And try to stay with this one anchored thought, this one anchored attention to your breath. I feel myself inhale. I
feel myself exhale. And super bonus points if you notice when you start to think something else. Okay, when your mind wanders, notice it. That is like a superpower. Notice it, come on back. Find your breath mantra. I feel myself inhale. I feel myself exhale. Stay present. Okay, just a few more breaths here. Release the mantra. Take a big inhale. Big exhale. Wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers. Stretch the arms overhead. Flex your feet. Reach through your wrists. Circle your wrists around. Inhale. Exhale through your mouth, make a noise. Let's roll to the right side, knees come in. Roll over to your right, head lands on your right arm. Left hand in front of your chest to push you up. Inhale. Let me just check our time. So we have a couple minutes. We're gonna do Anuloma Viloma, alternate nostril. It takes about 2 minutes, and then we come to close. All right, so sitting tall, sit on your pillow or your blanket. Okay, so we're going to sit for just a couple minutes, and then your elbows in, your right hand comes up, your thumb goes out, and also your bottom two, your last two fingers, ring finger and baby finger. Left thumb touches the right thumb touches your right nostril. Everybody inhale. Eyes closed. Close your nostril, exhale. Exhale through your left. Inhale left. Close left. Exhale right. Inhale right. About a 4 count. Close right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Don't worry if one side feels a little plugged. Do the best you can. Close left. Exhale. Close right. Inhale left. Exhale left. Close left, inhale right. Exhale right. Close that, inhale left. Exhale left. Last time on this side, inhale right. Exhale right. Finish, inhale left. Hands to the knee, exhale. Take a few breaths. So that practice is brilliant to balance right, left side of the brain, to revitalize your body. Helps with hormone balance, helps with sleep because it helps with your nervous system to get out of fight or flight. So you can practice that a couple times during the day. Okay, hands come to heart center, rub the palms together. Hands cup over the eyes. Eyes rest in the hands, smiling, big breath. Big thought of gratitude to bring you into your day. Well done. Coming to chant to close, hands to heart center. Feel the vibration of your chant. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I honor the place in you where the entire universe resides. And I honor the place in you of love, of truth, of peace, and of wisdom. And I honor the place in you where when you are in that place and I'm in that place, there's only one of us. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Thank you for coming this morning.